Huh. I don't even know if that makes me in a good mood. Hey guys. Hey
Now
Kaz.
watch out, folks. Watch out. The
Hey.
monkey is on the warpath.
Hey Lynn. Hey Jess. Junie. Shredder. Hey Cat Eyes.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
I don't know. I'm in a mood, I think.
She's been
Kaz seems to be
shouting at
very.
me. She's
Kaz,
abusing me. What?
keep it up, and I'm gonna be at your front door.
Like I've said before,
All
catch me
these
if you
people will be looking for
can.
you. You know what? I can't deal with her today, guys.
uh, God bless your cotton socks.
God, I think I have to medicate myself. Hey, Moon
um,
Shadow, Cat Eyes, Pointer Lover. How is everyone? All right, so who has heard of the new update on poor Chrissy Powell? Because I still can't wrap my head around this. I mean,
well, I could say something, but I've got to choose my words wisely today. Yeah. I mean, I can wrap my head around it, but poor Ma is perplexed. She can't understand it.
I can't understand it whatsoever.
Mm.
And since Kazaru sent me the wrong link because she's testing me today, let me go ahead and find the right one. All
Well,
right.
I've got it up on my screen if you want it.
Mm. I just, you know what? You guys are gonna have to try to help, and I'm not. You're gonna have to help me try to wrap my head around this whole entire situation because I just don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it. We'll get into the article in a minute. I'm just gonna pull it up. So she literally pulls into that plaza 10 minutes after that ring cam video, and she is in the car the whole entire time. Why? Let me go close the door a little bit. Kaz, can someone explain to me
Well,
what am I missing?
actually, actually, it says it's 30 minutes after she left her home in the
30 minutes.
article. Mm-hmm.
And it's 30 minutes, but we know that it was exactly 3 miles from her house to the shopping
Yeah.
plaza.
So she drove around a tad bit, and it shows her pulling into the complex.
Okay, let's not even talk about the details of the article yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to wrap my head around how and why this could possibly happen.
Well, I gave you what my take
And I
on this
want to.
was.
I'm going
Well,
to be rude tonight, guys, because I'll tell you what, she had me so crazy earlier that I was trying to book a flight to Australia. And what I said to Kaz was, hey, Patty and Pink, I said, Kaz, listen, you need to find me an Aussie that wants U.S. citizenship, and I'll marry him, and then I'm going to bother you 6 months and 3 days out of the year.
hang on a
But
minute.
I'm gonna
Can I?
want 50K. I think I want 50K instead.
But Ma, you bothered me 365 days of the year now. I'd be getting a holiday if you came over to Australia.
Oh, please don't start. People. Okay, so everyone really quick that knows what's going on, and when you first heard this, that she was there the whole entire time with the argument, the watch being left 30 minutes later, what, please, I have to hear what people are thinking because I can't figure out one thing in my mind. Because in my mind, I'm still thinking, no, something is still not right because I can't wrap my head around it. So please help
Okay.
me, guys.
Well, Patty and Pink's got a theory. She thinks she finally found out about the other woman of her
Oh.
ex-boyfriend, and that was the icing on the cake, maybe on Sunday.
Okay, Kaz, I'm not going quiet. I'm listening to you talk it with Patty
Yeah,
and Pink because you know
yeah,
what? I never thought about that, but it's interesting how we wondered why she was wearing black out to work. Guys, with the phone being left, was it left? I can't. I would love to talk to her best friend, but Kaz, handle this for 3 minutes because I need
okay,
to go let Monkey pee real quick. I forgot to do that before the live.
okay.
I
So
was busy
Patty,
uploading a video. Okay, okay, bye.
she
But I'm
might
listening.
wait.
Don't
I know
talk
you will
behind
be.
my back.
Oh, come
Don't
on,
don't
come on.
start and don't put me on a plane
Uh,
to Australia because that's a long flight that people have to deal with me. Okay.
true, true, true. I wouldn't impose that on the passengers at the moment. So, Patty, you think? Oh, so you say your sister used to dress in all black to go spy on her husband? Hmm. Well, she's been separated from her ex-boyfriend for a while, so that's a possibility. Yes, uh, Jenny, we will get to that because it does go into the article about her being in the car. No, Lynn, her car didn't have tracking. She didn't purchase. That was an
Wait,
add-on.
wait, wait, wait. I have to come back because I was literally just like monkey. You have to wait because what you just said. Okay. So what if she was going to go spy on the boyfriend? What if that was the reason why it took her so long to go from? We're gonna have to map the address of the distance because that's actually very interesting. Okay, now
Yeah.
I'm going to let Monk out. I'm listening though.
Okay. And Patty says, so she called him in an affair that way and it blew up in her face. Well, yeah, unfortunately, when you do go and spy on people, it can go in the opposite way that you want it to. You have to be very careful when you're doing things like that. Um, hey, Jess, how are you, gorgeous? Hey, just my thoughts. How are you, sweetheart? Uh, Patty says, of course, she brought me along. Oh, Patty, really? She brought you along for the nightmare? That's not good. TC, a friend of mine's husband sadly died in the same manner in a hot van. He was drunk when he got in the vehicle, but he was found within a few hours. Oh, I'm so sorry, TC. It's not a very good way to go. And Ma wasn't aware just how quickly the heat in a locked vehicle can affect you. And I don't know if everybody's aware, but in that heat, you can lose consciousness within half an hour. It takes you very quickly. And the one thing over in Australia that is we are bombarded as the weather warms up is to make everyone aware again come the summer months is, you know, don't leave babies in the car, don't leave kids in the car, don't leave dogs in the car, leave your windows
Mm-hmm.
cranked
We
open
googled
just
it.
ever so small to let some air come in when you park your car to go shopping, even though there's nobody in it, because the car can reach 150
Ooh.
degrees in a
It
very
turns
short
into a
period of time.
greenhouse.
Yes, it does. Even if you've got tinting on your windows.
And it also said being close to 90 degrees, 85 degrees, that within 10 minutes, the inside of that car could have reached temperatures of 110 and above. But
Yeah.
but then, okay, we'll get into that. But what if she, that's the reason why she left her cell phone at home because I mean, it's I can't wrap my head around any part of this.
Well, can I tell them my theory, Mum?
Yes, you can.
Okay. My theory is this. She'd had a good Saturday, we all know. That's what her mum said. Sunday, she had the big arguments with her ex boyfriend. We all know this. Come Monday, she's had a bad Sunday. She probably couldn't go to sleep. The mind's racing. I know that feeling. Mine does the same. So she goes to sleep late. She sleeps in. She gets a phone call from work. She's in all of her panic. Now, I can I can really relate to this type of my theory, because it's my theory, I suppose, but here we go. I race out of the house, I get in my car, then my brain starts working overtime. Oh my God, I'm late for the first day of my full time job. I'm going to look like an absolute twit. I've blown it. They're going to sack me. Why bother going in? They're going to sack me. I'm going to look like Phil. I'm not going to go in. Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? My whole life's just gone down the drain because I let you get me all upset last night, and I couldn't get my head clear, and I slept in. Oh God damn! I've left my phone at home. Oh, I'm just gonna put. Oh, I'm gonna pull into the shopping centre, and I'm just gonna sit and ponder a minute.
And then you're
I've,
going to climb over the seat and get into the
I,
passenger
yeah,
side and
because I'm
ponder
on.
some more.
Yep, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna try and clear my mind, and then work out what I'm gonna do next. Before I know it, the heat's taken over me, and I've passed out.
I
That's my
like your
theory.
theory, Kaz, but I do
That's
not
my.
agree with your theory.
Hey, you're allowed to disagree, darling.
Well, that's what's perfect about this group is we can all disagree and we can still talk and be adults.
Exactly.
But it is a good theory. I mean, maybe she did that, but my gosh, if you're going to ponder and think about maybe what you did, in my opinion, I'm going to have the car running and the air on, and I don't think I'm going to jump over the seat into the passenger seat either. But
Mhm.
people are different. It's just so bizarre to me still.
Yeah,
Benton
Kitty.
says I was thinking maybe she had an aneurysm.
Well, that will come out in the autopsy if she did.
Kitty, I
The
just don't get why the car was not approached like first or second day. Why was it sitting there 3 weeks? Yeah, we'll find out because we're going to read
we've
this
got.
article. It says a
Yeah,
lot. Hey,
it
baby
does.
cakes. Hey,
It
Kitty.
does.
Maybe she purchased some drugs and I don't know. Like the whole entire now being 30 minutes before she got there. After this article, we're going to have to see how long it would have taken her to drive to Ryan's area and then come to the plaza. Because if she went to Ryan, she would have had to have gone out of the way. And then on the way back to work is when she could have possibly have went right past that plaza.
Mm,
But I just I can't you can't make this make sense to me for some reason.
yeah,
She's a
I know.
mother. She has a 12-year-old at home. Her best friend, like her best friend might have said, she was kind of going through something. I'm worried about it. Like there was no and like nothing regarding anything like that. Like that is just the most bizarre part to me.
Yeah.
Unless
I
she
mean,
saw something she didn't like over at whatever I don't know.
well, the things I've read so far, it is believed that she died from overheating. I mean,
Yeah, so let's hit these little bullets basically. So Chrissy Powell's decomposing body went unnoticed for 3 weeks in her car in a mall parking lot. Her car was seen on security camera arriving. Oh god,
put your teeth in, woman.
arriving arriving at the lot at the Huebner Oaks Mall in San Antonio, Texas. 30 minutes after she left home in a rush on July 5th. So, come on, guys. If you're planning on going into a car and you're planning on sealing up the windows and taking your life, I don't think we're going to be in a rush to go do that. But that's my personal opinion. Powell,
Mm,
39, was finally found July 23rd, slumped in the front passenger seat of her black SUV by a security guard. Okay. We were talking about this the other day. The
mm-hmm,
body passing away, and then you saying about the seat was obviously not back because we were wondering if she was going to be slumped over, and maybe that is why she was not so noticeable in the car.
mm-hmm.
But the passenger seat, like, I mean, okay, so maybe I've never had thoughts of hurting myself, or maybe I've never had like those type of feelings and I can't relate to them. But I've met a lot of people, I've heard a lot of stories, and I still can't understand and relate to it because it's never happened to me. But I can't make sense of this. Like you can't, and you can't make this make sense to me unless she wrote down in a journal or something explaining exactly what she was going to do and why she did this.
I don't think she did it on purpose, Ma. I do not think it was intentional at all.
You told me that because you told me that before, and then tell them why. I get it, but if it's, I mean, if you realize like after a couple of minutes, I mean, it's not going to take but 10, 15, 20 minutes before you're completely like passed out from the heat.
Mm.
Do you think that's why she parked in the open because she was Hey TC, do you think that's why she was parked? Did I say hi to Junie? Hey Junie. Because she wanted somebody to come tap on the glass to feel sorry for her. Like everything I've heard, it doesn't seem like she was
I
like a
don't think she.
person that, that's going to risk everything to roll your window up in the San Antonio parking lot without shade and say, I pray to God someone's going to come over and knock on the window and save me. I mean, that's like playing Russian roulette. Like,
It
I,
is.
I,
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around this. Somebody please help me.
I don't think she had any intention of being there more than 10, 15 minutes at the max. But what she didn't, like yourself, she did not realize how quickly that heat can take you.
Okay, I get it. I can accept that, and if that comes out, I accept it. But when you're rushing out of the house to go to work, the boss is calling you 2 hours after the fact, and you leave your phone at home. Let's just not even worry about where the watch is. And you leave your phone at home. But you're going to arrive at a plaza 30 minutes after. So we're going to have to wonder because Patty and Pink might be right. What if she was, after having that fight the day before, what if she was going over and maybe something happened where she was like, oh, I'm going to come get the kid or something like that. And maybe that sent her to the shopping plaza to think like it could very possibly be. But it's so, this is so
Mhm.
bizarre to me. I
Yeah, well, it
mean,
gets more interesting when you read more in depth
yeah.
of when they break this article down.
I'm going to read this part and then I'm going to give you the next part because obviously my mouth is not working too well today. Okay, so the guard said he first spotted Chrissy's car on July 11th, but didn't check it until July 23rd when he realized it hadn't moved for 12 days. Well, that right there is, I hope this guy is no longer a
It's not
security
a
guard.
guy. It is not a guy.
Oh, it's a woman.
I did a bit of research after I finished talking to you this morning. The security company that actually is in has the contract is an all-female security company.
An all female security company. Well, that's
Mm,
pretty cool. Yes, Junie,
mm,
worst guard ever.
mm.
But I mean, even at the end of the, I mean, the security guard is the least from my mind. I just can't. I mean, my gosh.
And the reviews of past employees saying they get put onto jobs with no training, not told what to do, is not a good review. I'll tell you.
Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. The security footage shows no one got in or out of her car that after it arrived on July 5th and that Powell was alone in the vehicle.
Hmm.
The Bexar County medical examiner is yet to announce a cause of death, but Powell's mother told Daily Mail they believe she died from hypothermia.
Or overeating, overheating, not eating, eating.
And she was to wear all black and then you drive. Something's
Mm,
very strange to me.
yeah,
Can you see that, Kazaru?
I've got the full article up.
Okay, well, I'll put this up for them so they can see it.
So this just breaks. What I'm going to read is just breaking down. What?
I don't think so, Benton.
No, I don't think so
I think
either.
she. It's just. I mean, you would honestly think though, Kaz, if she was maybe even on like an antidepressant, like like a
Mm,
Lexapro, Zoloft, or I mean, I don't know all of them, but
mm.
wouldn't you think that it would have come out that she's, look for her, she might be going through something, she's having like, you know, I mean, just like even her best friend saying something like none of that was even mentioned. Like it's just, something with this is just like rubbing me the wrong way, like really bad.
Yeah,
And I
me too.
know it can be a thing where she just drove in her parking lot and decided to end it and she figured she would do it there so someone could find her. But then
Mm.
we have to hope that she left a letter or something behind. But what was she doing the 30 minutes before on the 3 mile? Okay, let me shut up because my brain is just probably going to fry.
Yeah. All right. So this is we'll repeat a few things, but it just goes. The mum of two was last seen at 10:34 a.m. on July
Hey
5th and was
Sylvia, hey JW. Sorry,
and was
Kaz.
you're right, darling, and was captured on haunting doorbell footage as she headed to her paralegal job. Now, this article was done with an interview with her mum. Daily Mail can reveal the 2020 Nissan Rouge, or Rogue as you say it, was caught on camera 30 minutes later entering the lot at the.
No, Kaz, we're going to keep it as the Rouge. It's supposed
Okay,
to be called the Rogue, but we'll keep
okay.
it as the Rouge. Just like my little car that the one with the little girl from Australia, what was her name? Oh shoot. The little pretty girl that with the mom and the stepfather.
That's very vague, sweetheart. No
Started
problem.
with a C. Cameron.
Oh, Camry.
Cameron. Her that when I kept calling his car something and you kept making fun of me.
Oh, okay. We've got a lot of funny name cars over here. All right, the Nissan
Okay, wait,
Rouge.
wait, wait, wait. Okay, Benson, let's just say that God forbid she had an aneurysm the time she stopped in the plaza. Even if that was the case, well, I mean, think about it. Maybe at the beginning when she got there, her car was running. I mean,
That is a possibility.
we never even considered that. Maybe she did pull into that shopping plaza. The car was running. The windows were up. Maybe she was going to walk over to the PNC or go run into Chipotle right there and get something. And maybe something like that did happen to her. You know what? That's what I have to believe is going to happen because that's going to be the only thing that is going to probably make me wrap my mind around this. This is so freaking bizarre. This is almost as bizarre as the John Benet Ramsey.
Or another alternative to that is she did leave the car running. She hopped into the passenger, scooted over. The aircon was running. She fell asleep. The gas ran out early hours in the morning, and she just didn't wake up.
Exactly. And that's the only thing that makes me think, Benton, that maybe it was not something like that. Because if you're going to, because listen, if I'm pulling into a plaza to run in and grab a soda or grab something to eat or whatever, I don't think that I'm going to pop over into the passenger seat and do
No,
this. The only reason that's going to happen is that that door better be broken and it's not opening. And that I seriously doubt is the case.
correct.
Okay, I'm miking down. I'm
All
being followed by a moon shadow. Moon shadow. That's a
right.
great song.
Shadow. It is.
Love Cat Stevens. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
miking down.
All right. Now I forgot where I was. Revealed
Wait,
that
wait,
2020.
wait, wait. Hi, Nana.
Hey, Nana. Hey, Sylvia. Okay. Nissan Rouge was caught on camera 30 minutes later entering the lot at the upscale Huebner Oaks Mall in San Antonio, Texas, just after 11 a.m. Chrissy, 39, was finally found on July 23rd, slumped in the front passenger seat of a black SUV by a security guard who first spotted the car on July 11th, but didn't check it until he realized it hadn't moved in 12 days. Now, I'm just going to pause there because in that shopping mall, there are signs, quite visible signs that says if there are any vehicles left in the car park, you will be towed. But that was ignored. According to the San Antonio Police Department, the guard noticed a foul odor when he approached the vehicle and called in cops at 6:45 p.m. after seeing Chrissy inside the car. Security video obtained from a nearby jewelry store by police and described by the Daily Mail by Chrissy's mother, Claudia, showed that no one got in or out of the vehicle after it arrived on July 5th, and that Chrissy was alone in the car. Bay County Medical Examiner is yet to announce a cause of death, but Chrissy's mum told the Daily Mail they believed Chrissy died from hypothermia or overheating. On July 5th, San Antonio was roasting in 93.4 degree Fahrenheit heat, with temperatures climbing to over 100 degrees Fahrenheit on July 11th, when the car was first spotted. By the 23rd, when Chrissy was found, the temperature had dropped slightly to 95. An exclusive
Oh
interview.
gosh.
It's terrible.
95 degrees. Do you know what
Mm.
the temperature inside that sealed car was with the
Oh,
105 outside? It
it
had
would
to
be
have
at
been close
least,
to 130.
if not more,
Oh, I
because
can't
it's black.
even I can't even imagine.
Because I
And
have a black car and I know what temperature my car gets to.
Benton said 155, and the fact that she had the
Yeah,
leather seats.
yeah.
Oh, I can't even imagine. B to you, hello. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Gail Kelly. One sec. What does Gail say? The thing is, if she was going to pull over long enough to take a breather or buy snacks, then she would have time to say, maybe I should get my phone. Very true. Very true.
Mhm.
The whole phone thing was a little strange. And the weird thing about the watch, how they pulled it off the table, that now, before they were sure, she left the smartwatch in the phone. Now they're not sure about the smartwatch. Why is the smartwatch missing now? I mean, because that would be a little strange. Did she
Yes,
throw the
look,
smartwatch at Ryan's girlfriend? I mean, why? We're going to go over the maps again in the parking spot. We're going to see because I don't get the 30 minutes now before. Or was she deciding what to do and driving around in circles? That could have been.
could have been. A good point, Perfect Storm. They have written he, but according to the bio on the security firm, they are an all-female security firm. So whether that's just a slip of the typist typing it for the journalist, I don't know, but they do state they're an all-female security firm.
Hey, perfect storm. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's two security guards involved here, and we're going to find out the two that are involved. Like, there's two security guards, right, Kaz?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I will get
So,
to that part.
yeah. Okay. I'm going to mic down and let Kaz finish the article so that we can jump into
Okay.
and go have a look at. I am really curious to see how long it would basically take to drive to where the ex boyfriend lives and then to get back to that plaza.
Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting.
And then Kaz is going to tell you about book club.
I am.
And this time it's going to be different, guys, because we're going to take it to Zoom.
Yes, we are.
All right, Kaz, I'm miking down. There you go.
An exclusive interview with Christina's mum. She says she believes her daughter, who suffered from anxiety, must have felt unwell and was overwhelmed by the heat. She does not believe her daughter committed suicide or intended to die, and said she was furious that security guards took so long to check her car. Just scroll down. Now, I just want to show you this picture. I'm just going to share my screen for a second, Ma. I'm just going to kick you off. I'm going to pull myself up. I'll kick us off here so I get full screen effect.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, as you can see, this on the right here is the Saltgrass Steakhouse. They are pointing directly here where Chrissy's car was. Over to the left is Chipolog, the restaurant, and there is the ATM. So we were looking over this side. It's actually across the road. Can you see that, Mum? Can't see for the pin tool. Okay, I'll see if I can move down a bit.
Yep, I do see it.
All right, is that better, guys? Now, oh, pin comment. Okay, I'll get rid of the pin comment. Hang on a second. Okay, let me go back.
I do see it.
All right, is that better? So here's where the steakhouse is, where my cursor is here. Over here is Chipolati. That is where the ATM is. Initially, we thought she was over here, but
Yes, but then Chisme and the end of our last live, we
yeah,
put her exactly where that arrow is, saying that
yeah,
that's where she was parked on the
yeah,
diagonal parking.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's
And
where
in
she
that
was
corner
found.
right there, behind that V little median to the top left, is where the Chipotle is.
Yes, over
That's
here.
where Chisme pegged it.
Yeah. Jasmine, you're
Yep.
good girl. You good.
So how many parking spots is that from that little?
From this angled medium island, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in.
Yeah, 5 in. So we're gonna So 5 in. This is just so bizarre.
Yeah, it's 5 in.
Hey
So it's
Raisna.
right in the middle, absolutely zero shade.
Hey Lynn.
Zero.
No shade at all.
Zero. Okay, so I'll just stop sharing that now. I'll get back to the article.
I All right, let's finish the article because I have a lot of questions. Oh, you finished it.
Yeah, I finished it.
So there was two security guards. One
Oh no, I haven't finished the article yet, darling.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Yeah, I was gonna
scrolling down
say.
through. Yeah. Okay. Chrissy's mum said, I don't understand how the car could have been there for 2.5 weeks and they didn't even notice it until July 11th. That was that particular security guard's first day, I'm told. First day at work. It's shocking. It really is. It makes me quite sick to think about it. Oh, I can understand that. She added, "It doesn't seem. It does seem wrong, but I don't know what to do about it. It was only the officer's second day on the job when they discovered Chris's body. The first day he had just see they say he again just taken note of her parked SUV. So they did take notice that there was one there. Security at the Huebner Oaks is provided by a Waco-based firm, Pro Security Group Inc., which is owned by Denise Nicholson and Jason Q.I. Kendall. Nicholson owns multiple licenses, including as a commissioned security officer, private investigator, and an expert at installing alarm systems. She is also licensed to teach security guarding courses and was handed an award for outstanding customer services by Associated Security Services and Investigators of Texas in 2012. Q. Kendall is a reserve police officer in Marlin, Texas, and holds multiple licenses, including as a security officer and PI. The firm's tagline is "Your safety is our priority." While its website boasts of its unparalleled customer service, its excellent security service, and a 24-hour communication center, signs posted at the entrance of the mall claim 24-hour security and note that cars that stay too long will be removed by Bear Towing, a local firm. Well, they failed on that.
Unbelievable.
It says on the sign, and I quote, towing in force at all times. Huebner Oaks Regal 14, customers and employees only in designated spaces. No after hours parking. No for sale no for sale vehicles. Unauthorized vehicles will be towed at owner's expense. So shocking. Um,
I mean, it's really disturbing. Consider like she was like right there. Like, I mean, she was right in the open.
yeah. Curious Cursory checks done from inside a marked security car were carried out roughly once an hour by the single guard on patrol at any one time, and both guards spoken to were recent hires. One was on their first day at Pro Security Group, while the other was on their first week, and told that the guards don't work regularly at Huebner Oaks, but are assigned to random patrol sites on a day-to-day basis. Photographs taken by Daily Mail shows the security vehicle driving the area in the parking lot where Chrissy's body was found on Wednesday, and Thursday police tape can still be seen attached to the base of the street lamp. Is that giving us a photo of that? Yes, it does.
My gosh.
Pro Security Group Inc. has been approached for comment. Chris's mum said the car was there the whole time. I do wonder why it took that security guard so long. They say that they noticed it on the 11th and it was the 23rd before they checked it. That seems like a long time for me. But if they're not going there on a regular basis, how would they know if it wasn't a daily drive, somebody that's there every day or works in the complex every day? I mean, if you're not there on a daily basis, you wouldn't know if that car was coming every day.
Hey, Rosie.
Um,
Hey, Linda.
Chris's mum
I
told,
know, but it's a whole thing. Let me pull over and stop for a minute. And then knowing how fast the heat would have taken over and not cracking a window, you have to pray that she had a medical condition. But then you have to, why is she in the passenger seat? Like those
yeah,
two, I mean, that's like shooting a BB gun at a train. They don't make
yeah.
sense. They
But
just,
this
they just don't
part's
go
sad.
together.
This part I'm going to read you is really sad.
Ugh.
Chris's mum said she frantically toured parking lots looking for Chrissy in the days after she vanished, but she didn't check the Huebner Oaks because she said her daughter had no particular connection to that particular mall. So she checked pretty much all the other ones, but she never checked that one. That's sad. And that's the end of the article. Oh, no, it's not.
So
Despite,
perfect.
oh, no,
Perfect storm. Is it possible she had a drug habit and stopped in the plaza to meet her dealer, sat in the
oh,
passenger seat to get her fix and passed out? I don't know. Maybe she is wearing long sleeves to hide tracks. You see her in a lot of tank tops and those little dresses with no sleeves and stuff. I don't know. I don't think that's Chrissy.
and I think personally, with a person who's the when you're a paralegal, you've got to have a high level of concentration to do the work that they do. And if she had a drug problem, it drugs affect your concentration levels. And I don't think she would have been able to perform her duties to the standard that she did. Hence, she was offered a full-time position in a very short period of time. So I personally don't think she had a drug issue. Um,
But the whole thing too, it's like you leave the house, you leave your phone, you're dressed in black. I'm telling you what Patty and Pink said, I can't get out of my head. And wait until you're done with this article and I show you the exact minutes that it takes to go
okay,
there and get to that plaza because I'm telling you, you can't make it up and you're gonna shit your pants.
okay.
Wait, did
Well,
I say that out loud?
I better go and get a
Hey
nappy then.
Rosie. I saw
Um,
someone else I didn't get to say hi to. Hang on one
oh,
sec, guys.
okay.
Linda Razor. Hey, Razor. Who did I see? Hey, Lynn Patricia. Kaz, you can't be rude to our guest.
I can't see chat, darling.
Okay, let me see. All right. Okay.
Am I allowed to talk now, Mum?
You're you know what, lady? Don't make me fly over there.
Oh, look, I keep egging you on and you keep promising me, but you never deliver. All right. Her mum goes on to say, despite Chrissy's mental health battle, Chrissy's mum says she doesn't believe her daughter set out to die, telling of her happiness in a new job and revealing that she was wearing, here we go, telling of her happiness in her new job and revealing that she was wearing her Apple smartwatch when she was found.
Wait. Can you repeat that, please?
Her mum said she was wearing her Apple smartwatch when she was found.
Okay. Well, that takes that off of where the watch is. Okay.
She said her daughter had just got a new job and had two new dogs. I don't think she was wanting to run away or get away from anything. Chrissy's mum now faces bringing up her 12-year-old grandson, Chrissy's older son, alone. She says it comes and goes, the pain and sadness. The 3.5-year-old is with his dad. His dad and I are talking. We have a good relationship. The 12-year-old is with me, and I guess I have to figure out how to raise a 12-year-old at my age. Right now, he's saying he's fine, but it probably hasn't really sunk in yet. She added, I want things to settle down. We'll never get back to normal, but I want to try. It's horrible. It's been terrible.
That's so sad. She'll
And that's
figure
the
it
end
out
of it.
with raising the child. And Chrissy has a sister too.
Yes, she does.
You know what? You can read this all day, and unless it was a medical condition, none of this is going to make sense to me. But even with the medical condition, why are you in the passenger seat?
Mm. I
It's
think we
just,
might find out with just a combination of. I think what Benton said was a good point before, when I could see chat, was she may have had the car running with the air conditioner going, and she would just hopped over the passenger seat to ponder. Like I said before, she got herself into a pickle, and she felt so embarrassed about being late. She thought, she'd wrecked a job. They're going to give her the boot for being late, and she was just driving around in a flat. Saw the shopping centre. Thought, I'm going to pull in for a while and just try to get my head straight, and then maybe go in and try and apologise. What am I going to say? I'm already late. What's an extra an hour or two or whatever? And then the
I
car's
don't
run out
know.
of fuel. I don't know. I'm just summer. I'm just.
But if you're gonna do that, you're probably gonna have the car running so that you have air or the windows down. It just,
Yep.
I mean, it makes
Yep.
sense, but it doesn't make sense, and the whole passenger seat is just like so bizarre. Hey, Nay, let me show you the map real quick. Is
Okay.
that article's done, right?
It sure is.
Okay. I mean, Cass, that's a great idea. I mean, believe me, I wish it was a medical condition. I wish that she pulled over and she was just gonna jump out of the car and she was gonna run into Chipotle and get herself a tea or something and come back and something happened. But you you're in the passenger seat. It's just so bizarre.
Because another report I've read that there is somebody's got hold of the, and they say they got hold of the police report. All right, and it says it lists the death as apparent sudden death, not a suicide.
Okay, there's the drive. And let
Now
me
let me
put
just.
on top. Okay. There's the drive. It's about 12. I mean, if she went the other way, let me put that back the way it was before because she could have went the other way. 33 minutes. So we're talking a
Well,
33-minute drive.
well, then that's it. What?
Exactly 33-minute drive to leave her house, go out to where the boyfriend lives, and then end up in that Huebner Oaks Center.
Yeah, but is that there back to the shopping center?
That is leaving her house and going there. And of course, she would come around probably this way back in. But yes, it goes 40 minutes or 32 minutes, depending on which way you want to go. So leaving there, going into the Huebner Oaks, if she went coming here, it's 29 minutes. But then if you put her on top and put him in the middle, then you're looking at
But that's
42
only one
minutes.
way. That's only one way, sweetheart.
No, that's not one way. That is her leaving her house, driving by his, ending up in the plaza 30 minutes later.
Oh, driving by. So that's not actually stopping in or anything.
I
Just,
don't
just
give a
in.
shit if she stopped, but I'm saying it's weird how that fits right into the 30-minute time slot.
It does.
Maybe
It does.
Patty and Pink is right. Maybe she was going to spy on him. Maybe she was going there to murder his girlfriend, play the devil's advocate. Maybe she wanted to murder him and get the kid back. Maybe she was pissed off because of the trip in London. Maybe she just wanted to drive by and see. Maybe that's why she left her phone home. Then maybe she was like, oh my God, what the F is going on with me? I can't believe. And I'm going to drive into the Huebner Oaks parking lot, seal up my windows, and just take my life that way. I don't. I just can't wrap my head around this one. But we never know, right?
Well, we won't, unfortunately. I mean,
I
you're
don't
right.
know,
She
Lynn.
she
She
she could
she
have
had a
decided to go to
20
and then
20 Rogue,
changed her mind. We
but
don't
she
know
did
how much
have
cash she had in there either, do we?
but she did have sickle cell.
Yeah.
And she did, and one of the first articles to come out was that she left her meds at home.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter. Within 20 minutes in that car that day at that heat with no air
Yeah.
and the windows up, she would have
Yeah.
already been completely passed out and on her way to
Yeah.
the gates of heaven.
Yeah.
Like she would have probably been brain dead at that point.
Yeah.
Her job, Nana, I'll show you. Kaz, what is
She was a paralegal for a medical law firm who does lawsuits for um, medical injuries and things like that.
what was that address, Kaz, to where he was, the boss?
Boss
I know it was
is,
frontage,
yeah, because I had to pull it up for you. Hang on to.
but it's not.
It's Sanchez.
I know it was something off of the West I-10 at Frontage Road or something.
Yeah, it is. I've just recently cleared my Sanchez and what was it?
6248 I-10
That's
Frontage Road.
it. That's it. That's it.
So Nana, okay, so this is the position. Okay, this is where she lived right here. She was supposed to be going to work, and she worked. She would have hopped on the 10, and she would have gotten off over here at
You're not
six two
showing your
four.
screens, sweetheart.
Oh shit! Sorry guys, I'm brain dead today, guys. Discombobbled, and I can't even. I want to talk to her friend. I wish her friend would just talk about the way she was feeling because I'm not buying this. Is just weird here, Nana. So this is where she was going to work, 6248. And let me go back out since you didn't see before where she was coming from. Okay. So she lives here. She was supposed to be going to work down here to the right. She ended up right here in Huebner Oaks Center. The father of the 3-year-old lives over here in this area. That's not the exact area, but it's basically like a 10-block radius. And then she ended up here 30 minutes after she left her house. Well, we know it's only a 3-mile trip from her house to the Huebner Oaks, so she definitely didn't just drive there. But if we get rid of her work, Nana, and we go into here, either which way she goes, it's either a 30-minute ride or a 42-minute ride for her to leave her house, pass by the father of the 3.5-year-old, and then end up in the Huebner Oaks Center. And I think that's just pretty effing coincidental. Hey, Linda. Linda
All right.
Williams. Hi, widow girl. It could be a big coincidence, but I just, because we have to remember, Kaz, she had a fight with him the day before she decided to drive herself into a parking lot and cook in there. I mean, what a way. What did she say earlier? I think it was razor or something about like if you're gonna go and think about going and doing something like that,
I don't think she intended to do it though.
I get that, but why even play Russian roulette with the thought that you're gonna do it? You can't be possibly tired where you're gonna fall asleep after waking up late for work, getting phone calls, rushing out of the house.
Oh well, sickle cell. If she, it depends. The last time she took a meds for sickle cell.
It could be. It could be and also she could have sat there with the car, running. I mean, maybe she was going to go by there and maybe they had a little blah blah on the cell phone. Oh no, because she didn't bring it. Or maybe he's like, I'll meet you at the plaza. I mean, you never know. Maybe she moved over because somebody was going to come. We know nobody else entered the car, but do we? Because what if he was like in the back seat, laying low? I mean, this does not make sense to me, Kaz.
Yeah, I know it doesn't, but I want to answer some of these questions that people are asking about
Take a little
smartwatches.
girls' room break. Hey, Rep Mom.
Now, I have a smartwatch, and I can answer some of these questions about what you're asking on here. First of all, smartwatches do track the distance that you travel. So they could get data off that. Smartwatches also do, Linda, detect your pulse and heart rate rhythm, and they do that on an hourly basis. And it's automatic. You don't have to take heart rate, pulse, and oxygen levels, and they do that on an hourly level, on an hourly time frame. So, and you don't have to set that up. That's an automatic thing. It has a GPS in the watch as well, so it can also tell you the distance you travelled. So all those things will be on her smartwatch. So all that will come to the foreground. Yes, Lynn, the ex-boyfriend did work, but he 6 days after she went missing, he was in Ireland. So he was either already on his way or going pretty much the day or the day after she went missing. We know that because he's posted a bunch of photographs of him and his party and his girlfriend and her child on Facebook.
I bet you it was the day after. I bet you, I mean, she could have drove herself there and decided to do it there because she didn't want to do it somewhere else. And maybe she did want to be found. I mean, that could be very well be what happened. Like, I wouldn't be completely shocked if that ends up being the case. But just the whole 30 minutes of going there, like, I mean, and then at this time you're sitting in a parking lot that you just drove into, so you know your phone is gone. So maybe she did leave her phone at home. Hey, Leslie P.
I mean, if a sickle cell was playing up, I mean, that would attribute it to the breakdown of a body system too, because of the anemia would cause her to the tiredness. would make her feel very tired.
She had to have done this. I don't think she went there thinking that she was going to do this and somebody was actually going to find her in a busy parking lot in San Antonio and come knock on the door and ask if she was okay. Either in the medical condition, I would love to think that's the case, but the passenger seat is just throwing me for a complete loop. Like I don't understand
Mm.
why she
And
would get into the passenger seat. It's just so
mm.
bizarre.
And
We'll have
people
to
with
wait.
sick, yeah, we will, because if you've got sickle cell, it gets worse. It progressively gets worse with age. And if it was getting worse and she had to take medication every day and she missed a couple of days or whatever, that can have a contributing factor of her not feeling pressure.
But how would she have missed a day? She wouldn't have. They thought she missed a day because she was gone and they couldn't find her for 3 weeks. But how do we know that she didn't take her medicine that
No,
morning and leave for work?
well, I'm just doing an assumption here. She had the fight on Sunday, and I know when I get all cafussulated, I forget to take my tablets. So we don't know if she took her meds on Sunday. She was woke up late on Monday because she was
Did
late
she?
for work.
Did she?
Well,
Did she wake up late on Monday, or was she
well,
actually going to have to go do a drive by his? I would love to know the date that he flew out to go to the to go.
we won't know that. We won't never know that.
I think we might know it one day. I think it will come out to clear him or something going on it's got to be something. She's 30 minutes. It's why is this so bizarre? Why can't my
Well,
mind?
I always thought it was strange for the police to clear him right away, and the only way the police would clear him right away was he'd already left the country.
Yeah.
So if he'd flown out first thing Monday morning, there's no way he could have had anything to do with it. And that could have been the
No, but
argument.
remember,
On Sunday,
it
sweat up.
because if it was the day before and they were arguing through text, I can probably almost guarantee that they were not. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the spot. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's either this spot or this spot. I'm gonna say it's probably more to like right here or right here.
Mm,
But that's the spot that she was found right here.
mm,
The fire truck was parked up. You had the car coming in this way. There's the ATM on the angle that we couldn't see. And
mm,
there's the heart shaped tree. Dun, dun,
yeah.
dun. So, right here. So, we're right here. So, we're probably not going to park that far away to go to Chipotle. That's the equipment. What is it? Recreational Equipment Incorporation. I don't know. Doesn't seem like she's going to walk to the ATM machine because she would probably just drive through. Yeah, very interesting spot in the parking lot.
Mm.
Kind of out of the way, but kind of like, I don't know. I can't. What do you, I can't think about this. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't even
Yes, I
imagine how
know.
sad it was for the emergency responders after what she was probably the condition after 3 weeks of being in a
Oh,
house in San Antonio. Oh, God.
I don't even want to think about that.
All right, Miss Kaz, we're on our hour, so we're going to wrap it up. But first, Kaz is going to tell you about the book club.
Yes. Now, the author that we're going with this time, her name, and they said, please don't, her name just happens to be Karen, and her second name is Slaughter. And she is a an extremely good author, and she does murder mystery, psychological thrillers, and the book is
But
called.
Kaz, you have to tell the people that I don't even think some people know what you're talking about.
All right, we have a book club that we had started before. We're starting again. It starts from this Wednesday. The book is called Triptych. The author is Karen Slaughter.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm just going to pull up a little bit of a bio about it because it's to give you a little bit of a teaser.
Well,
It's not
just they say that nobody got out of her car and nobody
nobody
got
got
in her
in.
car,
Yeah.
but she was in the passenger seat. But what if somebody did what was in the driver and got into the back seat, and then at night maybe he did like the army crawl out? I mean, we're going through all crazy scenarios. I mean, what would be wrong with that? Or he knew where
Well,
the cams were, maybe he rolled out the other door and underneath the car, and I mean, who knows? Okay, book club, book club, book club.
oh my goodness. All right. So, what the Trip Tech book is about, um, it was a New York Times bestseller, and it's set in an Atlanta's wealthiest suburbs. And it's about a killer has crossed boundaries of the wealth and race, and the people who are chasing him must cross those boundaries too. Amongst them is a person called Marco, I'm going to muck up this name, Ormwood, a veteran detective whose marriage is hanging by a thread and whose arrogance and explosive temper are threatening his career, and Angie Polanski, a beautiful vice cop who was once Michael's lover before she became his enemy. Unbeknownst to both of them, another player has entered the game, a loser, ex-con, who has stumbled upon the killer's trail in the most coincidental of ways and who may be the key to breaking the case wide open. In this gritty, griping firecracker of a novel, the author of the best-selling Grant County, Georgia series breaks thrilling new ground, weaving together the threads of a complex, multi-layered story with the skill of master craftsmen, packed with body-bending, switchback-searing psychological suspense and human emotions. Tech rackets up the tension one elevation at a time as it races to a
I'm
shattering and
scared. Kaz,
unforgettable
hold me.
climax. And it's got awesome reviews. Karen Slaughter's from a small town in Georgia, and she's written some fantastic books.
Nah, 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 nah.
Nah, 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 nah. So, as Mars put on the ticker at the bottom of the screen there,
So here's what I was going to say first, Kaz, because the first time we were doing it in Discord, we're not going to do it like
yeah.
that anymore. We're going to do it in Zoom, and we're
Mm-hmm,
going to do an hour book on the Audible. So then we're
mm-hmm.
going to stop at in half an hour and break
Yes.
and talk and chat, whatever. And then after the book, we're going to stick around and chat for a little bit. And then I'm going to kick you all out, and we'll see you the week after.
We sure will.
But it is fun. The first book we did was Chuck Palahniuk. We actually did Lullaby because that was when the Gabby Petito case was going on, and that book was very, very interesting.
Exactly.
But it's a good time, and it's a break from other crimes and what's going on, and sit back and talk with each other and do a book night. And
Yep.
why not read something, get into something that's creepy in the crime field?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
actually, with
no, Moon
Shadow.
Shadow. But real fast before I forget, if you guys, whoever's a member, please email us at MonkieMar because we're going to put together a member email list.
Yes.
Yeah, we got some fun stuff coming up.
The book is actually read to us. It's narrated.
Yes, we do it on Audible. So the book is read. Nana, it's on the bottom, August 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I am going. So, what we need from you, if you're a member, email us at, I'm putting it in now that I've got power, guys, and I'm like, I mean, I'm almost like out of the Flintstone years. so that we can send you guys the information for the Zoom meeting. And it will be the same information every week because we're going to set up it for every Wednesday
Yep.
at 8 p.m. So this book should go probably 3 or 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll pick a new one. Patty,
Oh,
you're
Patty.
already there. Patty, you're in. You're a member.
Of course you can join the book club.
Yep, the book club is for members. Okay, so guys, I guess we are just gonna have to wait. I just don't even know what I'm waiting to hear. It's just kind of like a box of chocolates as far as like just can't figure it out.
Mm. Well,
So
like you said, we'll just have to see what the coroner's autopsy report comes back with.
yeah, I'm probably gonna think that the whole getting out or not even getting out, the scooching over into the passenger seat. That's like if she was in the driver's seat, I think I could accept it more than the fact that
Mm.
she was in the passenger seat. Like that just throws a wrench into it for me. It's like what to me that's like the part of the puzzle that I can't figure out is why are we in the passenger seat?
See, I suppose I'm so used to thinking outside the box from my career that that's the norm for me. I can think outside the box.
Yep,
That part doesn't phase me.
exactly.
Mm.
Well, guys, I think that's it for this live, and we're just gonna have to see what comes out.
We sure will.
And we'll be watching Bear County. I might have to go ahead and order a copy of this because I don't know if I can wrap my head around it even when I read it. We'll see.
All right.
All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you for coming in, everyone. Keep your babies safe and stay vigilant. Love you,
Thanks to
Kazaru.
love you too, my sweetheart. Thanks, Mods. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Bye.